Hi everyone, I'm Becca, and we're here to do your Monaco race recap. We're here to cover all the exciting overtakes, the big moments, the incredible racecraft from all over the Monaco weekend.
The beautiful liveries. Oh my god.
Okay, so thanks for joining us. This has been a great show. Thanks, Imane. Lovely to see you. Bye. Yeah, it was boring.
Well, I don't know. I tried, to be fair, before making this video, I tried to bring something exciting to make it, but I'm like, Monica didn't give anything. I don't
No.
know. It was just like they tried everything. They tried to make it exciting in every corner, but it was just like, I don't know.
I did like the drone cam. We had some
Yeah,
the cinematography, so to
yeah,
speak,
yeah.
beautiful.
That's true. The thing is with Monaco, it's one of my favorite races, to be fair. Why? I love the vibe. I love the culture. Everything about it is nice. It's just the track is not it. That's the
No.
thing. And also 78 laps. For what? Why? Why do we have
Because
78 laps?
it's such a short
Yeah,
track. Because
yeah,
I mean, anyone who spent time on the European continent can tell you the roads are narrow.
yeah,
They
exactly.
weren't built for cars,
hmm
let alone these giant race cars that we have now.
Yeah.
They're not designed for overtaking.
That's the thing. And also, I remember George caption after the race where he said, "We knew from quali that this is it. We're not going to do
Yeah,
anything because where you qualify is pretty much where you're going to end the race." So, and that's a shame
exactly.
because we didn't have anything exciting, even though they tried everything with the two pit stops.
Two
That
pit stops. And I don't like a race where you're willing your rival to have a bad pit stop in order to win. Like, that's not where the
exactly.
race should be won.
That's the thing. And also, like, I've heard what Carlos said after the race, and I actually could relate to what he said. Queen. I actually could relate to what he said because what's a race going through a strategy instead of actual racing? They just pretty much executed strategies. There was no
Yeah.
race. It's just like you're doing it for the strategy. Like V Carb did it, amazing. They got points. They did it on the
Yeah.
right time. But then pretty much we didn't get anything spontaneous,
I
nothing
think
thrilling.
because VCarb did it, Williams felt they had to do it to respond, and then Mercedes felt
Exactly.
they had to do it to respond, except they forgot they had to do two stops, which
How
is
embarrassing! I
it's
mean,
so funny.
how could you? And how can you say on a press conference that, oh yeah, I
Don't admit
remembered.
it.
Exactly. 60 laps. Oops, I forgot a pit stop. Why?
Say you
Why
were
would you
waiting for a
say
late
it?
safety car, Toto.
Literally, say something else, but don't say that you forgot your bloody strategy.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah, it
That
was
team,
embarrassing, but
that
well.
team. Clearly, Lewis was the glue holding those people together because they
P5.
have lost it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about Ferrari and the fact that they finally had a little bit of a comeback weekend. On the
Good
cycle of
lord.
Ferrari, we're so back.
Yeah. Literally that. Yeah.
We're gonna swing back up to I'm done very, very soon.
The thing is, it's always promising because, like, you're like, every weekend, as Ferrari fans, we're like, this is our weekend. This is our weekend. They're gonna do something. They're gonna spice it up. But then something happens out of the blue. To be fair, Charles did really well. I mean,
I
I
mean,
was so happy for him because it's his
he's
home
such a
race.
great qualifier. He's been
Exactly.
driving the streets of Monaco his entire life because that's where he's
Literally.
from. He
Yeah.
should know how to drive
Exactly.
around those corners.
Exactly. I mean,
And
that's a plus, to be fair, but
yeah,
also because you could feel in his voice that he gave everything to make it work. He gave
yeah,
everything to basically get the P1 and also the frustration that he got at the end when he didn't get it. It means
yeah.
like all of them are trying. It's just like, I don't know, Ferrari needs to do something. They have to get their shit done.
Well, a lot of teams are bringing upgrades this week to
Flexi.
Barcelona in response to the FlexiWin directive.
Yep.
See how it goes. It might well slow McLaren down. It might well speed some teams up.
That's
We
true.
shall
I
see
mean,
on Friday.
I really hope because it's again Carlos' home race. I really want something for him.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I'm biased. I'd love to see Carlos do
exactly.
well. I'd love to see
Yeah.
Nando do
Oh
well.
my God, yeah. So, and also Spain, like the Spanish track is quite nice too.
It's our last time around Barcelona
Yeah,
because
exactly.
the
So
the Spanish GP is moving to Madrid.
the Mad Ring, apparently, quite catchy
Oh,
name.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm down for it. But yeah, no more Barcelona, which is a shame. I love Barcelona as a city. I've never been to the Grand Prix.
yeah,
We do have a podcast host who is out in Barcelona to cover the Grand Prix for
yeah,
us. So
yeah,
that'll be very exciting. Stay tuned for some bits from that.
yeah. Sav is there. She's gonna catch all the fun for us, and we cannot
Yeah,
wait to share it with everyone.
yeah. But go back to Monaco. It did give us some stuff.
Yeah,
We got some great memes.
That's true.
which
George,
is half the
sassy
fun.
radios.
Sassy
Gosh.
George, Kimmy very slowly crashing into a wall.
That was so slow. Like, that was slow-mo. Like, I was just like, what's actually going on? You have
I don't-
that, and you also have Lewis's big jump
Oh,
in the practice. Like,
Lewis gets some air, yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. I mean, I just couldn't understand what's going on.
No, it was a weird weekend.
That's true. And also exhausting, I would say. I don't know. It's just the thing with 78 laps is not it. Because when you know wherever you qualify is where you're going to end, it's just too much. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, God bless those commentators. They
I
were
felt for them.
filling the airtime.
They tried everything. They spoke
Stats,
about Martin's,
statistics.
yeah, they spoke about Martin's entire experience in F1. They spoke about their favorite food. They tried to fill it in any way possible.
Honestly, they must have like a list that they go down, and when they're getting towards the bottom, they're like, right, we've got to come up with something. Martin, what's your favourite colour?
It's time. Yeah, exactly. But it was, I mean, overall, we got the vibe of it. We got really nice, nice suits for Charles and McLaren. They were quite nice, the white ones. We got something out of it. It's not as bad as, because last year we got like a Charles win, so that was a highlight.
Yes, exactly.
This year, definitely, we got a Lando win, which was amazing in front of his parents. It was wonderful
that was
to watch.
so sweet.
Exactly. But
And
it's
in
just
front
like,
of someone else, but we're not going to talk about her.
yeah. Zipped. But it was quite fun to watch. I just thought maybe we're gonna get something out of it. Like Brazil, for example, last year, we couldn't even sit down of how exciting it was. But it's just like Monaco, I don't know, they need to try something. As George said, bring water, maybe splash
Spray
some
them with
water.
water. But the difference between Brazil and Monaco is Brazil is a racetrack.
That's it. Yeah, this is a street track, and it's just like
And there are some street circuits that really do give us a good race.
true, absolutely.
The first Las Vegas Grand Prix, I was so certain was going to be rubbish, and it was actually a really exciting race.
Oh yeah,
But American highways are massive,
that's true. That's true.
not
So
the
narrow.
tiny little European streets.
With
I'm
a
surprised
big-
they don't drive over cobblestones half the time.
I swear, and also the car is so big. I mean, I know we're expecting a smaller car in 2026,
Yeah.
but I'm like, the car is so big for that. How
They
can two
can't-
cars overtake?
They're not going to be small enough. I think even like some tracks that are going to come more into play with the smaller cars and be maybe a little bit more exciting. I just don't think Monaco has a place in modern Formula One as it stands, and that's really sad
It's a
to say
shame.
because it is. Monaco is what you think of when you think of Formula One.
That's
The
it,
aes-
exactly.
The glitz, the glamour, the aesthetics, the royalty, the literal royalty
Yeah.
stood in front of you.
To be fair, as one of our friends said on Monday when we met, it would be fun if they make it like a historic race or like a historic event every year. Like
Yeah.
Le Mans, for example. Do something fun out of it. Bring guests, bring drivers, for example, like bring Vettel, bring like all drivers. They can do something fun out of it, but not an actual race because
Yeah,
it doesn't
could
benefit.
almost be like a Goodwood Festival of Speed
Yeah.
kind of thing where we can show fast cars, we can drive quickly around these beautiful,
Exactly.
beautiful streets. We did a lot
Yeah.
of I was
Window
about to say,
shopping.
yeah, window shopping, but through the windows of the houses we wanted to buy.
Fair, for like you have laps in the middle. I couldn't focus anymore on what's going on
No.
because we pretty much got the point of who's gonna win. I was just like, this can be our penthouse. This can be our
That one's
house.
got a nice rooftop pool.
Literally, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I like the balcony view of that one. Yeah, that's nice.
I guess Karun at some point did the same. He was like, these houses are so beautiful.
Yeah.
And he was literally just like looking at the house. He forgot about the race because nothing was happening. Honestly.
Just drifting off, too bored. Just like, wow, this is nice.
Yeah.
I'll
And
move
then
to
the
south of
flags. The thing is, the vibe of it is so nice. I wish if the actual race lives up to the same expectations of the vibe, because people are having fun. There are celebrities. There are like people very happy for Charles' like home race and
Yeah.
these flags and all
And
of that.
so many of the drivers live in Monaco as well.
Exactly. It's like
so
a home
they can
race.
they can just drop back to their apartment afterwards. I'll tell you what Monaco is
Yeah.
it's a cocktail. It's a really expensive cocktail that looks beautiful, and then you take a sip and it tastes of nothing.
Bloody Mary. The day I had Bloody Mary, good God.
Girl, you don't drink alcohol and you started
I
with a
had-
Bloody Mary.
I had a mocktail.
Okay. Spicy tomato chips.
To be fair, it was a work event, right? And then they just got us the menu, and I was just like, there's nothing non-alcoholic except Bloody Mary and like lemonade. So I was like, let me get the Bloody Mary. And they were like, how spicy do you want it? I'm like, you're challenging me. Make it spicy.
I'm from Morocco.
Exactly. And then I got that drink, first sip, and I regretted my entire life.
Yeah, you basically just had tomato juice with Tabasco
Literally.
dumped in it.
It was nicely put. Like, you could see the cup, you could see the glass. It was nice in a way.
Okay.
That's
I
Monaco.
don't like... That's Monaco.
Basically.
Monaco is a non-alcoholic, badly spiced Bloody Mary.
Exactly. You get the fancy bit out of it, but then the inside is just like R.I.P.
And I guess Ferrari being on the podium is getting to eat a stick of celery. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, literally.
Imane, thank you for coming to talk to me this afternoon. It's been lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you always, Becca.
And we will be back, or some of us will be back next week to cover the Spanish Grand Prix. Bye-bye!